What's happening? Welcome to the Accountability Success Circle Success Quickie. This is episode 29. We're about to get started in just a second. Just
Yay.
1 second. Want to make sure you can see us. Just 1 second. I know that's like our little theme song. Boom, 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 boom,
Ding, 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 ding.
do, 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 do. All right. We are going to go live in 3, 2, 1. Hello. Hey, everybody.
What is
Welcome to the Accountability Success Circle Success Quickie. Which number is this, April?
29?
29. Oh my
Woohoo.
gosh. Yes. And it is our job to give you just the tips, bringing you actionable things that you can do right now that will help you get more done while having more fun. I am Gary Ware, and I'm joined by my ever so beautiful, she's this way,
I'm like, which way am
co-host, April
I?
Schluter. Hi, April. How are you doing?
Hello, good. How are you? You like my black background? Is like not nearly as busy as all the other 28 episodes. I switched
I know.
up, so
You got to switch it up. Switch it up.
I'm in a little cave now. So
Yeah,
yay! Well, it's been a couple weeks.
it
Last
has.
for the quickie, right?
I know.
That was like mid-May.
I know. So much
A
is
little bit
going
of a
on.
break from life,
Yes.
with everything that's going on, and so yeah.
Yes. And yeah, let's jump into it since it's just the tips.
Let's
Uh, if you saw our little thing in the beginning, this is all about for you parents. So if you're not a parent, sorry, maybe you can pay attention and tell your parent friends, especially those that are struggling to do their parent duty and their work duty and their life duty and like manage because that is like a real deal. And this was inspired by
our
Isaac
last one.
Waring. Hopefully, you see this. If not, I will personally send you the link so you can get the info because he was talking about the challenges that he's facing because of COVID and everything, and being a dad to two little ones. His kids are very beautiful, by the way. And my conversation that I had with Dr. Marcy. So I'm going to put those links in the comments so that you have those. But this is helping you parents get more done while having more fun, hopefully.
I
So
know, right?
let's jump into it. Do you want to kick us off with our very first
Yeah,
one?
and I'll just say, this is the time of the year usually where, kids were in school and we had all this time to figure things out. And of course, with everything going on, it's been a little bit crazy, but now it's like just more of the same where, the kids are still home, and there's not, you can't really travel as much as you'd like to, potentially. And you still have to, navigate that. So, what we want to share with you today is, how can you juggle this, especially for those of you who are trying to figure out this whole summer school thing with camps potentially canceled and just not as much to do as we would normally have. How are we going to be able to succeed? So, the number one rule and first tip that we want to share is, especially if whether you're a single parent or you're in a co-parenting situation or, married and doing the parenting thing together in the same house, what's really, really important is to divide and conquer. It is absolutely 100% a fact that as parents, we can't do everything on our own. And it's really, really essential to lean on others, whether that be, hiring a babysitter or, getting help from your parents or, your partner, whatever that is, friends, making sure that you don't do everything on your own. It's really, really hard to spread yourself thin and not be able to and try to put your hands in all the different pots. So I would highly suggest not to do that. And I would say, I'm trying to look at our note right here. Making sure that you have separate duties. If there's things that need to get done that are repetitive or something that is a routine, to be assigning things. You could even take your own kids and assign things to them. Should I show everybody? Like this is what my kids
Please.
do. This is one of my kids' checklists that they have to do. This is like what they do for the week, and I have them doing like cleaning up the table. They've got going and getting the mail. And so all of these things that I don't have to do because they have to do it on a regular basis. So making sure that you divide and conquer. Gary, do you have any other additional tips on this?
The main thing here is asking for help.
Yes.
We get it. You are a high functioning person. You are one of those type A personalities, and normally under any other circumstances, you probably could do everything your own. But this is not the same. This is not like how it was pre-COVID,
Yeah.
pre like protests and stuff like this. Like you probably have a lot of mental strain going on, and so do not feel guilty asking for assistance because I mentioned this in an interview that I did recently. Is you can't pour from an empty pitcher,
Mm-hmm.
and that is a great transition to our second tip, which is prioritize me time. Whew, yes.
I've definitely been doing that all this week. I got a facial, and I got a massage, all of these things. This is very much needed now that everything's opening up. But yes, me time.
Yes. And Dr. Marcy, when I interviewed her and talking about helping parents, she had given a really good sort of tip that if you are new to this might be challenging. And she said, mark off some time that is me time and do whatever you have to do to honor that. And that me time could be you go into the bathroom, shut the door, and it's just time for yourself. And your kids may be banging on the door saying, let me in, let me in. But for that amount of time that you designate, maybe it's just 5 minutes or whatever the case may be, it is up to you to do whatever you want. You can read, try to stay off social media because that might not bring your stress levels down, but do whatever is necessary. So, me time is super important. And the other thing about that is consistency is key. And it
Mm-hmm.
doesn't have to be long, but if you are designating times that this is the time where I need to take a break, this again is no long. This is just like all the other sort of productivity hacks, but in a time like this is where we forget about it. So, April, anything else on that?
No, I think that it's it's very, very hard to, feel like you're not being selfish, but you just have to. I mean, it's kind of for your own sanity. And sometimes too, when you have something that you need to do, if you don't want to just have me time, but it's like this is me time for me to work on this task, to be communicating with your partner or whoever's helping you, so that you can have that me time and communicating that also with your children to let them know that you just need some time and they can have their own time. You can make an event out of it, maybe even, so that
Yeah.
it seems like it's fun. It's definitely essential. That's kind of the thing that's going to keep you grounded and keep your stress levels from going off the roof.
And it's a good segue into number three.
Number three, which is almost kind of reiterating number one, but in a little bit of a different way, is that you need to communicate and ask for what you need. A lot of times, and I'm very guilty of this a lot, I kind of have this inner dialogue where I just assume that people know what I need. And when it doesn't happen, I get upset. And that can cause more stress and take away from the time that you would actually be doing the things that you need to do, which is, why we're talking about this. We want more time. There's never enough time in the day to get all the things done. So making sure that you think about your family unit as a team, asking them for, if it's something as simple as, can you just stay out of my room while I do this, Facebook or Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever live stream, please don't come in. Or, hey, let's work on this, and then I need to go step out and do this thing, or making sure that you communicate it. That is super, super important. Again, don't get into this place where you feel shame around getting help, because this is really the only way that we're going to get more time. So if you don't want to ask for help, then you just won't have more time, and this quickie is worthless. But yes, making sure that you communicate exactly what you want and not feeling bad about it is super, super important. Anything to add, Gary?
Nope, that is it. Main thing is you are important, and if you cannot function appropriately, then what good are you? So that's why it's, and it may be challenging, like we said, because of the circumstances that we're in. Ever so more why this is super essential, super important for you to just take it slow and give yourself grace. So
Okay.
that was that was it. This is the accountability success circle. We are the success team, and then April, give us, if someone saw this and they were like, "Wow, I like this, and I could use more of this in a community that is going to support me to not only get things done but have more fun." Where could they find such a community?
Well, here's the thing. We all run busy lives. We, can try to, improve ourselves and go deep dive, like finding our life's purpose and implementing that and whatnot. Or sometimes we just have so much stuff going on, but we still want to grow and we want to make sure that we have our awareness heightened so that we can take those small, tiny baby steps. That is what the Accountability Success Circle is all about. We want to help you get to whatever end goals you have, whether they be personal or professional. And we want to just kind of be there as like maybe the cheerleader of sort, or maybe just the second eye, or this, the tree to lean on. I'm making up all these like random, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. I feel like I have not talked in a long time. But basically, if you are feeling like doing this adulting thing or this life thing is just not as fun on your own, and wanting to have that community to rally around you that is actually going to be responsive and not just like a group to, post and not get any help or feedback. The Accountability Success Circle is something that is manageable, both in price and time commitment. And it also helps you be the best version of yourself and accomplishing some amazing stuff. So check out accountabilitysuccesscircle.com. We've got a lot of things going on. What we usually do is work toward, our October time. Sorry, I'm getting beeps. Let me just stop that for a second. And what we try to work toward is creating intentional plans, which happens in the October timeframe. But for most of the year, we're just trying to take action, get things done, minimize roadblocks, have as little stress as possible. So yeah, we would love for you to check us out if you are feeling like you just need somebody to get your back, because we definitely have your back. Yay.
Yes.
Okay, that took me too long to articulate. Sorry about that.
Oh, good. So this is another accountability success circle, success quickie number 29. I am Gary Ware, and that is
April Schluter.
Yep. And we will see you next time with another quick tip to help you get more done while having more fun. See
Yay.
ya.
Bye.